going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. And today we got the week 3 NFL predictions. We'll get right into it again. Reigning 48 here again to do this again. We're back at the Zoom because we couldn't do the Tiki studio this week.
Yeah, it's a bit of a crazy week with trying to get the website finally finished and sorted out here, and also the Bills played on Monday. We recorded last week Monday, so
dominating game. And also, of course, I hope you guys enjoyed the intro that we debuted last week and this week as well.
I think it turned out pretty nice, right?
Yeah, it was very good, very well done, especially with our the band. Obviously, you did a really great job with the banner on the website, which again, check that out on the Tiki Pro
Tiki Tribe Pro .squarespace.com. Click under the links. We have beast picks on there directly now. So if you happen to not know about this, or you're looking to go search it and find an easy way right off there, and it will redirect you to Frank's YouTube as well. So
yep, and with our beautiful the art with us from Sin City.
Absolutely, shout out to Sin City.
Sin City 200, I believe it's called, on DeviantArt. I commissioned him for that, and he did a really good job on that.
He did a phenomenal job.
Yep.
I'm going to confuse the viewers this week. I'm just going to rotate through 3 different drinks.
Yep. Okay, so without further ado, then let's get to the picks.
Thursday night we have a violent rivalry.
Yep. Thursday night. Yep. It's the rivalry. And it's on Amazon Prime exclusive, unfortunately for a lot of people, because a lot of people were not happy with that broadcast. Apparently, I didn't watch the game, but a lot of people were very furious about the.
I don't truthfully understand it, because I watched it on Prime and I didn't have really any problems.
I think it's because there are certain internet connections where it might be slower than others, and that might be the problem with the audio. Because that's what a lot of people were saying. A lot of it was either it wasn't in synced, or they were getting the old school blurry, it wasn't in really good quality. It was in 90s type camera quality. Which,
I mean, to be fair, I watched on my tablet, so I was recording a couple episodes in the studio Thursday while the game was on, and went from there. But this week we have the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland is a 4.5-point favorite.
Yep, that's what I got here too. And that is at 8:15.
Yes.
And it will be once again in Cleveland with Brownie the Elf that everyone loves in the home 50-yard line.
I'm going to cut to the chase here. I don't know. Then again, I said this last week, and I said I didn't know why New England was the favorite, and clearly Vegas had my number because I wasn't going to pick New England. I don't know why Cleveland's a favorite, especially 4.5-point favorite. I know Mitch Trubisky is not a star-studded lover, but I'm going to take Mitch Trubisky before I'm taking Jacoby Brissett 10 out of 10 times. I'm going to say Pittsburgh wins this one in a really tight game, 20-17.
Okay. I'm going to say also that the Steelers will win the game. The Browns, I think, are a little taking this for granted, especially after they won week 1. They kind of got lucky in that. And let's face it here. They blew a very, very winnable game. They had that game won. They missed an extra point, but they were up by 2 touchdowns with 1:30 left against the Jets. Steelers may have quarterback problems, but at the same time, it's a Mike Tomlin team, and he always has that team prepared. They always play hard. Even against the Patriots, they played hard, and it was only a 3-point game. I think the Steelers win. I got the score at 20-6. I got
the blowing them out.
Yeah, I don't think the Browns are going to do that much. What was your? I forgot what your score was.
20-17.
Yeah, 20-17. Okay, so you got a field goal. But yeah, I got the Steelers winning the game. Tomlin always has that team prepared. And even with quarterbacks, if the quarterback's the problem for both teams, I think Tomlin gets it done. for that Steeler team.
I'd agree.
Yep.
Do we want to start with your list that I can just find from there, so that way we can go in your order, right?
Okay. So, all right. So this is the list I have right now. They're they always rearrange them depending on which one you look at. But the one I'm looking at right here is the Baltimore Ravens at the New England Patriots.
I have the Ravens a 3-point favorite.
Yep, the Ravens are 3 points. So do you want to touch on the
Catastrophic collapse?
the Baltimore Ravens? Hey, you know what though? Lamar played good in that game. You cannot say Lamar didn't play good in that game.
That might have been the best. That might have been the best passing game Lamar's ever had in his career, only to lose.
But he didn't really lose the game though. That's my point though.
But he didn't win the game.
He didn't win the game, but you could argue that was more on the defense that really ruined that.
He still didn't win the game. It don't matter. Baltimore gets the comeback here. I still don't think. I think New England is overhyped, overbeaten, and they're going to lose some and take some tough lumps at some point this year. I think this is one of them. I'm going to say 31-13 final score Baltimore.
31-13, you said?
31-13.
Oh wow, that's pretty lopsided. I got the Ravens winning as well here, but I think it's going to be a little more closer. I think it's going to be probably like a 24-17 type thing. I think the Patriots will be prepared, but I think the Ravens are going to be too much in the end with their team and whatnot, and the Patriots are still young with their new quarterback. So that's what I got for theirs. Okay, so the next one, we have the New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. The Saints are 3-point favorites.
That's what I have as well. Saints 3-point. I'd agree with that. I think Carolina's not all they're cracked up to be. I'm actually shocked that the Giants had such a tough time beating them last week. And I think New Orleans is going to come out angry about the issues last week, the fight with Mike Evans, all of that. And I think Jameis wants to come back and prove a point. I'm gonna say 35-14, New Orleans.
14. I also think the Saints will win the game, but not because they're gonna be motivated. I just think it's more about the Panthers are just not a good freaking football team, and I just think they got a lot of issues there in Carolina, and the Saints are. I think we could safely say the Saints are a better team than the Panthers are right now. They did lose to the Bucs, but
The Bucs are the Bucs.
Tampa Bay, and they got Tom Brady, and they got a pretty good defense as well that really kind of contained that team throughout the whole game.
To be fair, it's not like they got routed by the Bucs either. It was 20-10. That's a pretty close game.
Yeah, so I think the Saints will win. I got the Saints. I got them winning like 27-14. It'll be 2 touchdowns.
I think that Jameis comes out and Jameis slings for 4 touchdowns this week. That was honestly why I came at it where I did, and then maybe a defensive touchdown just for good measure. What's our next game, Frank?
Next, we have the battle of the 0-2 or the 0-2 teams. He got the Las Vegas Raiders against the Tennessee needs to go back to Houston Oilers Titans after that blowout loss to the Bills.
The Tennessee needs the Titans up.
They need to go back to Houston and get the Oilers.
So it looks like Las Vegas is a 2.5-point favorite here.
Favorites, yep.
Derrick Henry is no longer Derrick Henry.
At least for now, he isn't.
No, he always starts slow, and this is ridiculously slow. We saw him come off the Achilles injury last year, and I do think that that's really hampering him as a player. And Ryan Tannehill did not look good whatsoever. I think Malik Willis gives him a better shot of winning. I hate saying that. I'm a Ryan Tannehill owner in a dynasty league. Malik Willis's dad sat next to my general manager at the game yesterday, was in awe of how the Bills fans show up for their team. I'm going to say, though, that the Raiders come out. Devontae Adams has 2 touchdowns. The Raiders win 24-10.
I also think the Raiders will win. Tennessee just doesn't look good. I mean, yeah, you could argue that it's just, oh, they played the Bills, and the Bills are the best team right now in the AFC.
But they
But
also lost to the Giants.
yeah, and that too. And it
And the
just,
Giants, to be fair, look good, but like that should be a game you win.
yeah, but it's they just don't feel right, especially the Giants game. And then, of course, obviously here against the Bills, it didn't even look like they even tried, really. I mean, the Bills just freaking walloped them.
No,
And
they showed up to collect a check and get back on the bus.
yeah, so yeah, I got the Raiders winning the game. The Raiders, they still look good when they've lost their games. I mean, they could have beaten Arizona. They kind of screwed up a couple of times, and it cost them. I think they win. I think it's going to be 30 to. I got it 30-10. I think it's a blow. I think the Raiders blow them out.
So we think, regardless, no matter what, it's going to be a 2-touchdown game at minimum. So yeah, I'd agree with you on that.
All right, so next is the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Commanders.
Commies.
Yeah, the commies. They are the Eagles are 6.5.
I got them at an even touchdown.
Even? Oh yeah, mine
Yeah,
says 6.5.
currently got them at an even touchdown after last night. I want to preface this by saying this is going to be a high-scoring game, and I would not be shocked if Carson Wentz throws another 3-touchdown game. However, the Eagles are still going to kick the shit out of them. I think it's going to be like 35-27, Eagles victory. Washington's look good. They drew a very tough schedule to start the year.
I think the Eagles will win as well. But I think the Eagles will destroy them. I don't have any confidence in the commies.
You never have liked Carson Wentz.
No, it's not just because of that. I just think the whole team.
Listen, I think they've got a very strong offense. Their defense has been horrendous, and that's what's costing them games. But they've got receiving running backs. They have a rookie receiver who has 3 touchdowns in 2 games. They have Carson Wentz, who looks like he's getting back to MVP year form if he could clean up the turnovers. Like, I don't think they're as bad as a lot of people want to say they are. I just think Philly is a legitimate NFC contender for the Super Bowl.
I got it. Eagles 28-6.
Did I give my score? Yes, right? 35-20. 35-27.
35-27, yeah. That's what you said. Okay. Next, we have the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings, and surprisingly, the Vikings, despite losing to the Eagles badly, they are a touchdown favorite. 6. I believe
I've got them at 6 as well. This is your division. I want to hear what your thoughts are.
Okay, well, I don't like either of these guys. I wish they would just tie each other to death, but let's face it, no one predicts ties in predictions. I'm going to say the Lions are going to win. The Lions looked really solid, and they looked solid losing to the Eagles. And I think the Lions will probably win 21-7. The Vikings looked awful against the Eagles, and though they beat us, keep in mind we didn't have Lazard, we didn't have Jenkins, we didn't have Bakhtiari.
Yep.
And Jenkins is back, and hopefully Bakhtiari will be back soon. But
Bakhtiari was supposed to be back this week, and I think they were just giving him an extra week. So
yeah. So I think like you said last week, because I was kind of scared when the Vikings beat us the way it is. I think after seeing the way they play against the Eagles, I think they're not.
No, I truthfully think that they got the advantage of facing Green Bay coming in hobbled, and that was it. I have no faith in Minnesota. You gave it a closer game than I'm going to. I think Detroit dismantles them. 31-7, Detroit Lions victory.
31-7.
31-7. Dan Campbell has a hell of a team he's building there. Amon St. Brown is breaking records. There's not a single receiver in the league that's had the historic start and string of games like he's had. And Jared Goff looks competent. So
yeah, just a little higher than I did. So, but yeah, we both think the Lions will win. All right. Next, we got my team. The Green Bay Packers at
How
the
do we have Green Bay? Green Bay is a 4 o'clock game.
Oh, wait, did it? Wait, did we do all the 1 o'clocks? I think we did.
No, we didn't.
Oh, we did.
We've got at least 4 more 1 o'clock games.
Okay, so this is a bad list then. Oh, geez. Here we go. This is not the way it should be. Okay, so let me just go out here. 4, 4, 4. Okay, here we go. 1. Yeah, that's really badly out of order. Okay. Next, then, we have the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. And this is a 1 o'clock game. 5.5 for the Bills right now, it says. Is that what you got?
I got 5.5. I think Buffalo will cover the spread, but I think there might be some terrified Bills fans by the end of this game. I'm going to say 38-31 Bills victory. The Bills defenses look good.
What'd you say, 38 to what?
38-31.
Ooh.
Bills defenses look good, but Miami's offenses also look good. Unless they're putting a very strong pressure on Tua, I think Miami's going to hang with them. Josh is going to have to show up with that superstar arm, and I think he will. But I think Miami's going to give them a tough run for their money this week, but the Bills pull it out 38-31.
I think Buffalo Bills win. And while the Dolphins did come back against the Ravens and they looked solid, sort of, against the Patriots, I think it is a tease. I don't buy it. I think Buffalo kills them. I think the Bills will win 31-10. I don't think there will be any comeback.
Here's my thing. It looks like Mike McDaniels actually understands play calling, and that's the big thing. They've got 2 very talented receivers with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. And I said the entire offseason, the only way that they don't make this work is if they continue to try to force Tua to throw the deep ball, which he's not good at. And they haven't. They've done a lot of underneath work, and that's the best way to utilize those 2. Miami's going to have a good offense all year, as long as they continue to utilize what's given to them instead of forcing mistake-made plays.
Okay. We'll see.
I hate saying it, man. You know I don't like the Dolphins, but they have a lot of talent.
Okay. So where's the next game here? Kansas City Chiefs at the Indianapolis Colts. Kansas City are 6.5 according to this.
I have that as well. Who are you taking?
I got KC winning. I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes wins the game. The Colts just looked god awful last week. Obviously, they had a tie week 1, but they didn't look good at all. And we'll see. I mean, maybe Matt Ryan rebounds, but that was not the best there. And the Chiefs just look. I mean, the Chiefs just haven't really, they haven't looked like they've downgraded. I mean, close game against the Chargers, but they still look good in that. I got them winning 27-13.
I've got the Chiefs winning as well, but let's not give them too much credit for last week. They got handed that victory.
I would say they got handed it.
They had 4 interceptions taken or called back. Patrick Mahomes has a hand on the referee's pee-pees because he's giving free rub and tugs.
That's how all the referees are, though. Like,
yeah, but four interceptions taken away.
Look how many times they do it with Tom Brady, though. They always do this.
It's not 4 in a game.
Oh, in the games they give them like freaking for roughing.
Yeah, but you don't get 4 in a game, and they were just ghost calls. I don't know, man. Listen, last week the Chiefs should be coming into this 1-1. However, I have no faith in the Colts.
Well, also you got to remember too, the Chargers did have their chances though, and they did have the pick 6 as well too. So I mean, there are stuff they could have done better.
Regardless, I've got the Chiefs 31-7.
31-7. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, next. This is going to be an interesting one. This is 1 o'clock, right? Make sure. Okay, yeah. Okay, this one's going to be interesting. This one is the Cincinnati Bengals, who are the defending AFC champions, going in at 0-2, going up against the New York Jets, who are going in this 1-1, surprisingly. And the Bengals are 4.5 favorites. What do you think about this one?
I think Cincy's going to finally have their breakout game. It might be too little too late. They're going to have an uphill climb to make the playoffs. But I think they're going to get fired up here. They lost a close one against Pittsburgh. They should have never lost to Dallas. I think they're going to come out. They're going to come out very pissed off this week. I'm going to call it 35 to 17. Bengals.
And Joe Flacco's playing this game, right? Joe
Yes.
Flacco elite.
Shut up.
You jinxed it, dude. You jinxed that. I also think the Bengals will win, though. I don't think the Jets will win. The Jets beat a very shitty Browns team. Let's face it. They're very, they're cursed. In a lot of ways. I think the Bengals do win the game. I'll be really surprised if the Bengals do lose, but I got the Bengals winning 21-7.
I dig it. And then the last 1 o'clock game we have is Houston, Chicago.
Yep. That's in Chicago, right?
Chicago is a 3-point favorite at home.
I got 2.5, but okay.
I've got 3 on my line. And I want to be a Chicago supporter, but after that last week game there, I feel like it's got to be Houston here.
I'm glad they suck. You want to know why? Because Aaron Rodgers still owns them. But yeah, in all seriousness, would you have Houston winning? What was your score?
13-7. It's gonna be a boring game.
7. I do also think the Houston Texans will win. I actually kind of agree with your analysis on the low score. I think it will be a low scoring game. The Bears. Here's the thing too with the Bears. Justin Fields, I think, is actually a pretty good quarterback, but the problem with him is his consistency with the pass. One of the biggest issues in their game against the Packers, which I was happy about, was that they could really only run the ball. They were killing us on the run. They killed us on the run. Our defense had no answer for the run. The problem was their offense, their passing game sucked. Like, they could not do anything passing. And so that's where we eventually caught up to that, and that's when we eventually started to stop them towards the end. And I think that's going to be their biggest issue for the season, is trying to really develop Fields as a passer better. I got Texans winning. I think it will be I think we got it 12. I'm going to have Texans win 12-6. I think it will be a field goal game.
Field goal battle.
Field goal battle.
On to the 4 o'clocks.
Okay, let me just make sure this is right. Okay, so that's 4:05, and then up here
there's 1 4:05 and 3 4:25s.
Okay, so Jacksonville Jaguars at the the LA Chargers. And the Chargers are 7-point favorites.
I don't have a score on mine, so that sounds right.
Is also Justin Herbert's playing, because he had the rib injury?
They haven't announced anything.
Okay, because he had bruised ribs. They said that at the end of the game, and he was in pain.
He has worse. He has fractured cartilage.
Oh wow.
We shall see by when he practices, if he practices this week. I'm going to go out and say currently it's 24-21 Chargers victory. Even if Herbert doesn't play.
Yeah. I also think the Chargers do win. I think it will be low. Not that low, but I think it will be low. I think the Chargers will win 14-6 against Jacksonville. It'll be a low game, but Jacksonville won't do that much, and the Chargers will just win on a low score.
All right.
So yeah. Okay. Wait. Okay, there we go. All right, next. All right, so here we go. So now we're back to the 425 games since this list is terrible. We have the Green Bay Packers, my Green Bay Packers, at the Tampa Bay Brady Buccaneers. And they have the Bucks at 2 points for the favorites. And Mike Evans, also, I'm not sure if you're probably aware of this, but Mike Evans is suspended for 1 game.
Not guaranteed.
Oh, he's appealing it?
He's appealing, and the appeal is on is tomorrow. So they'll know by tomorrow, but he's currently going through an appeal.
Yeah. I doubt that will get overturned though, but we'll see. Because I can't see, like, I mean this is I don't know if Goodell still does it though.
It's all right, man. They Cole Beasley is playing there now.
Oh. So
seriously, they signed Cole Beasley this morning.
Oh, Cole Beasley? Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah, the Bucks signed him this morning.
Okay. Well, that being said, I still don't think that will do that much. Green Bay Packers looked good last week against the Bears. I do think we need to make some corrections. We're not probably going to have Bakhtiari for this week. But we do have Jenkins and we do have Lazard. And he'll get that Charizard on for us. And hopefully get all these other receivers doing the right assignments. Running backs look good. And I got the Green Bay Packers winning this game. I think we get back to Schneib. I got us 28-21. Packers win by a touchdown. Get the upset, man. Let's go, Pack. Go. Let's go. Woo!
I hate when I have to agree with you. 24-10 Packers.
But you actually have them like beating them by much more than I do. You have
Tom hasn't thrown more than 250 yards in a game yet this year. He's missing another top receiver most likely. Eventually that man's luck's going to run out, and that's what he had against New Orleans was luck. And
he also had a good defense. That's another thing too. The defense is going to be a problem too.
Well, that's why I'm not having them score more than 24 points, but 24-10 Packers.
Next, we have the LA Rams up against the Arizona Cardinals. And the Rams are 3.5 favorites.
Correct.
Yeah. I got the Chargers winning, or not, what am I saying? I got the Cardinals winning this game. I do not trust the Rams. While the Rams did overcome the Falcons, they allowed the Falcons to come back and almost win that game. Cardinals, say what you want. They came back. They fought. They battled till the end when all hope looked lost, and they managed to win the game. I got the Cardinals winning. I'm gonna say it's gonna be I got 21-13. I got the Cardinals winning that.
So deep down inside, I desperately want to take the Cardinals, but we have literally matched each other pick for pick, and there's no way of getting ahead of you after this. So I'm going to go with the Rams and say it's 21-17 Rams, just so I can try to catch up a pick on you.
Okay.
It'll still be good. Let's go on to the next one here. Atlanta Falcons, Seattle Seahawks, last 425 game. The Seahawks are a 2.5-point favorite. I'm going with Atlanta on this one. Atlanta wins this game 24-13. Mariota finally gets a victory.
You got the Falcons. All right. I think the Falcons will win too, because I just don't trust Geno Smith right now. I mean,
no.
Week 1, and what was it? Okay, they have Seattle winning by 2 here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't trust that.
Okay, and yeah, I think Marcus Mariota, he looked good last week against the other. He looked good against the Rams. They came back and almost beat him. I got the Falcons winning 24-13.
Same exact pick.
Yep.
Yeah, we picked the same score too. The 8:20 Sunday Night Football, San Francisco 49ers, Denver Broncos, San Francisco 1.5-point favorite.
Uh, 1.5. I got.
Yeah, 1.5.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, this one's gonna be interesting because Jimmy Garoppolo is back and Trevor Lawrence. Well, we didn't know exactly when this was gonna happen because we thought it would happen as him not playing good. Of him
You mean Trey Lance?
Trey Lance, I'm sorry. Trey Lance, we thought was going to get benched probably at midseason or something like that to Jimmy Garoppolo. But unfortunately, Jimmy Lance
Trey Lance snapped his leg.
and it's bad. So pray for his recovery, but everyone moves on. And Garoppolo's now the starter here, and everything changes now in terms of the dynamic. I think the 49ers will win the game. Jimmy Garoppolo is probably going to be reckless abandons because, he's been basically handed it. I mean, handed back the starting job. And I mean, I wouldn't have taken away all those incentives now because now he's getting backup money. I got 49ers winning 28-24. I think it will be close, but I think the Niners will win in the end.
I am going the opposite direction here. I don't think San Fran is a playoff caliber team.
Really?
I don't at all. No. I think it's a flash in the pan. I don't care what they did last year. I thought they were the biggest frauds in the NFC side of the playoffs last year. And I think Denver is going to start playing desperation game because not only do they know they're slipping behind in the division behind KC and LA, but at least they know the Raiders are 0-2, the Titans are 0-2, and the Colts are 0-2. And those are three teams that most people, the Raiders, Titans, the Colts, the Bengals are all 0-2. A win here keeps them at least one game ahead of those four guys who should be playoff contenders. So I think Denver's going to come out desperate. I think Denver's going to win this game 21-17.
Okay. And then the final game is Monday Night Football. You got the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And the Giants are 2.5 favorites, not getting any love to our boy quarterback Rush up here, who destroyed the AFC champion Bengals up in here. What do you think about this?
No, I'm not giving love to Cooper Rush either. I don't care if he looks like me or not. I think this is the Brian Dable coming out party on national TV. I think the Giants win this one 28-13.
Much as I like Rush and I like that performance he did, I can't see. I mean, it might have been just a fluke. Maybe he does do good, but I don't know. I'm not convinced yet. I got the Giants winning. I got it 17-10.
Fair enough.
And that's all the predictions. Again, links are in the description for the Tiki website. Again, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell for all the latest contents, and subscribe. Again, make sure to check out the Tiki where you have all your you have this video enabled on there as well as all the other stuff.
We've got Total Talkover. We don't have the wing video enabled. That'd be a little bit too much catching up, but we have all the episodes in audio form. We've got Fantasy Beasts and where to find them over there. We've got Halt Who Goes there. We've got Talking Trashed. Soon to be adding Coco and the Bone Wrestling Podcast. And there's a draft in here. That's a fun podcast as well that I'm on. I'm not actually going to be on Coco and the Bone, but I'm a producer of that podcast. So yeah, we're taking steps in the right direction. So yeah, guys, those are our predictions. Again, we're pretty close in the rate in the standings right now. I think I'm only game ahead right now, at least from what I counted. And if I'm not mistaken, there's only 3 games that were different this week. So
yeah. we were pretty close in the like our prediction. We kind of all agreed on this week on what happened. So we'll see how it happens. It's either going to be really bad or really good for all of us in this this week. So yeah, guys, that's it. I am the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out. Peace.